Apple to open Arizona parts plant, creating 2,000 jobs in its mother country. Mother country. That's the country where Apple was born. That's the country that Apple's technology comes from. That's the country that Apple's design comes from. The intellectual property of Apple is from the United States of America. The USA is Apple's mother country. It's also the country where the founders came from. It's also the country that buys most of its product. And it's also the country on the other side of the equation that Apple has not paid a ton of taxes to. There's approximately over $200 billion of cash that Apple keeps outside of the United States of America and does not pay tax on. That's what the US government knows about. Literally, it's like the tax man knows there's $200 billion overseas in Apple's accounts, and Apple is refusing to bring it back and telling the American government that the only way Apple is going to bring that money back is if they don't have to pay any taxes on it. So that's the state of this company. They have tons of cash that they have gotten from the American market where they were born. The American market, the American people are the birthright of Apple. They are the people who supported Apple in the beginning, since the beginning, and now they're getting something back. I'm not saying that Apple products are crap. I'm saying the amount of money they make, they're giving back $578 million worth of jobs, and it's massive news. Apple Inc. to open 2,000 jobs. They're going to spend $578 million. Remember, there's 500 million in $1 billion, so they have over $200 billion overseas in cash, sitting there absolutely doing nothing but sitting cash, staying away from the tax man, the American tax man. Out of that, they took out, in my personal opinion, a measly $500 million. $500 million out of 200. That's like you have $200 and you take out 50 cents out of that $200 that you have, and you give it to the people that have helped you make that $200. Because now you're having pity on them. They're jobless and they need to pay their bills and they can't. What do you think about this? Is my attitude about Apple off the wall? Do you share that attitude? A lot of corporations, by the way, are doing it, not paying taxes, that is. American corporations in the United States and worldwide, companies that belong to countries that help them grow, don't pay taxes. It's almost like a global problem that there's a section of the population that refuses to pay tax but takes full advantage, the most amount of advantage from the systems that are created by collecting tax. For example, roads, railroads, airplanes, transportation systems, government services like police services, fire services, medical services. These are all created using tax dollars. So corporations make a ton of money using those services, but then don't feel like paying the taxes, don't feel like passing or paying it forward. If you think about taxes, it's basically paying it forward, and these companies don't want to pay it forward. They don't want to, when Apple says to the American government, look, we have $200 billion. Well, actually, they didn't say it, but the American government found out that they had over 200 billion, which is what they found out. It's possible they have a lot more in overseas accounts, and asked them to pay taxes on it. Apple said, we are not going to do that. We don't want to pay you taxes. We don't want to pay it forward. we don't want to give back to the community that has helped us become this big. That's another way of saying it, literally. It's not like saying, oh, we worked our asses off and created thousands of jobs in the United States. We're not going to give you this money because it has helped create thousands of jobs. No, it's actually we laid off thousands of people in the United States, hired thousands of people under terrible conditions in China, Taiwan, and other countries where they're paid peanuts for the same amount of work that an American worker would get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, with medical facilities and working conditions that are humane. So you can figure the conditions in those countries are inhumane. So we don't want to give any taxes, because not only have we taken the jobs away from the American people, but we also have built this company based on American sales. Most of the sales that have brought Apple to this point have come from the American taxpayer. Think about that. What do you think? What is your opinion? Is that attitude, is Apple's attitude really stinging? And the fact that they're paying $572 million, which is $500 million, to create 2,000 jobs in Arizona, is that like a drop in an ocean? What do you think? Leave a comment below.